Good afternoon, friends. We are back at the AIFACS gallery. We have the artist Bharti Shah, jinka video dekha apne. This exhibition was inaugurated by Dr. Shobana Narayan and Mr. Pradeep Sharma. So it was a very eventful opening on that day, and they had something very good to say. So we'll ask Bharti ji, how does she feel now? She's been on this exhibition from 21st onwards. And 26th is the last day for the exhibition at Delhi. Previously, she's exhibited at Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, and so many places.
Or Coimbatore.
Yes. So what do you...
Many places. It's interesting. It's picking up, actually. There were 2 holidays, so it was a bit light. But then there are a lot of artists coming in, students coming in. So it is interesting.
Yeah, because Delhi, we have a lot of people we have seen here at the AIFACS especially, and even other galleries. A lot of students, the visitors, you ask them, so they are students of art and the teachers of art also, they're all coming.
Yes. That is very interesting when the students from Jamia Millia.
Yes.
So it's interesting, they ask you very interesting questions. And they are really interested in art. A lot of walk-ins are there, but then I enjoy it when there are a lot of students coming and asking questions.
That's nice. Ma'am, when we met you on 20th, so you were talking about your form of art, and you said this is something very unique. So all this a repetition, me asking, but I want you to tell this again in this interview, ma'am.
Yeah, it's when I started doing it, it used to be like I used to make boxes and maybe a little bit of figure or a sun or a moon or something. But it was like a lot of boxes, you have thoughts in your head, in your brain, a lot of memories, So like you make boxes and, one memory out and you're thinking about something, you're meditating about something, and those come. So when I'm at a gallery and I'm looking and I remember this box, I was thinking this, and there are all a lot of memories put on each painting.
Yes.
Memories, ideas. They're not any particular form like human being or animal or something like that, but something else which comes from within.
Right. You were talking that this cube art is native to a particular form.
Yeah. Later on, I realized that, I visited modern Tates in London, and then there was a whole department of Cubism, which was started about more than 100 years back by Pablo Picasso and George Barks. So that is when I realized that this was a revolution started more than 100 years back, and it's a form of art all over the world, especially Europe. So I was very happy that what I am doing here is already there somewhere. Not very much prevalent in India, but it's picking up.
Right. So you never felt it's a past life regression or something like that?
I don't know, because I would pick up a knife or a brush and only cubes would come out. My family, they used to wonder, what is this? Why are you doing this? I said, I don't know, it's just coming.
No, it's perfect. And we have seen some other artwork here as well, where you've done caricatures, and all. So what other forms of art are you painting, ma'am?
Not really. Whatever I'm doing is abstract, and somewhere there are cubes.
Yes.
I do like watercolor form on paper. And that is also just moving the knife from here and there is some form, some landscape or some mountains, something just appears.
And here where we chose this point today is a different point. So this painting behind us is your cubism, but I don't know, is it a moon or is it a,
You have to decide whether you see a moon or a sun or nowadays they have this mandala.
Right, because when I see it closely, then you said you can see
maybe
different
it's a moon because the navy blue depicts the sky, and then this is the moon with a lot of cubes and design in it.
So people who haven't traveled to the moon, for them, like, it could be anything, it's an artist's imagination. And even sun, as our Lord Hanumanji tried to, he said, I'm going to eat the sun. So it could be
it's like I like to do this, and a lot of people want a sun in the house, a rising sun. It brings a lot of positive energy in the house. So I like doing it.
Right, because even when I entered the art gallery today, so I said, ma'am, let's move to this side, and we stood here. This was pretty unique to the other forms, although you have similar painting, but they're not as unique as this one. So this is...
Every piece is unique in its own form, in its own way.
Right,
depends on the mood.
Yes. How many years now you've been into this?
I have been painting, sketching, drawing since school.
Okay.
Yeah, but different forms, like kept on graduating to different methods.
Right.
By myself.
Okay.
I never had a teacher to teach me anything.
You're self-taught one.
Yes.
Now, when you're talking about self-taught, yesterday when day before, the chief guest was also said you're self-taught. So in art circles or anything, you have a guru, sishya, parampara. So you have sishya? You have sishya?
No, I don't have shishyas, nor do I have a guru.
Right.
And I follow some people. I see, like I like to see certain artists' works. I wouldn't want to name them, but yes. I like their works. So I'm always interested in seeing ab kya kiya, what new this person is doing. Let me see.
Right.
Shishya, I don't know. Like normally you go to a gallery, you are not supposed to take pictures, but I never stop any student from taking pictures. I encourage them, take pictures, you can copy it, I have no problem.
That's nice. And we want to, in the last bit, the last portion, we want you to give us some kind of a social message to the youth, to the men, the women, the boys and the girls today, what kind of issues, where they should grow up in.
You always have something which is your passion. Like if you're working, you're earning some whatever. It may not be your passion, but you have something, which you go back home and do. And even artists, young artists, I always tell them, don't depend on this. This will take years to, give you bread and butter. Right. So don't depend on this, but keep on doing it.
Right. So the struggle, yes. So ma'am has hinted that this on the line, when you're following an art form, so it's going to be struggle, but you don't have to, you have to go on and on. Yeah. And
don't depend totally on it for your bread, butter and jam.
Yes.
It may come maybe 10 years, 20 years, but everybody has a family to look after. So have a solid background, right. Finish your education.
Yes.
Always.
Right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.